Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Ravens and the Lions, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Ford Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start. One play, 10 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Rosenthal. And that will be incomplete. The Ravens send their punt around now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 18. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. McLean. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throwing on first down. McLean, he finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back to throw again. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first and 10, McLean. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun on third down, McLean. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. York able to send this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they run with Harris off the option. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, 66 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for the touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosenthal. And a little floater there is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
So preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. To throw on 2nd down. Rosenthal. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosenthal, flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Rosenthal. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. And incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Hundley.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Lions now.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Hundley. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin the drive with Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, he obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Williams again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bridgewater. Running right through him. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Rodriguez. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hundley. And this one taken in on the right.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge is a successful one.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the 24, Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He's got a man that's caught left sideline. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Cade York on now for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and not much went right in those first two quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far.
And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. No gain on the play there. Second down. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They go play action. Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Hundley.
And he slings one that's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harvey. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Rodriguez busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And he'll get maybe a couple with that up to the 46.
Now Bridgewater. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On first down, Rodriguez. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, and it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. From the 36, Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Bridgewater's pass complete to number 30. A gain of 5. First down.
Bridgewater on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Bridgewater's pass complete to number 30. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and
To the air again with Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Bridgewater to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's a gain of 10.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Number 2. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 13 yards out. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and through. And the lead now down to 20. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 33.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Throwing, Hundley. Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
intended for DJ.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out now come the Lions. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
The 42-yard line. A 1-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Hundley. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Bridgewater finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bridgewater now. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Lions offense set to take over. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.